Hey y'all, welcome to the Bit Branding channel. I'm going to teach you the 4 keys to success on Facebook ads for your e-commerce business, including one tool that will boost your Facebook ad performance almost guaranteed. Before we get started, I just want to say welcome to all of you new people. My name is Aaron Pearson. I am one of the co-founders here at Bit Branding. We've been helping frustrated store owners since 2015 become impactful store owners through tutorials, tactics, and strategies.
And now look at me.
If you want to support our channel, then hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Okay, let's get started. So number 1, focus on breaking even with your Facebook ads. And this may be counterintuitive, but so many people try to hit home runs, and what happens is they just strike out. If you spend $1 on Facebook, focus on spending $1 on Facebook and then winning and getting one base hit at $1 on Facebook. So spend $1, make $1. If you do this, then you have a platform, you have a foundation, you have something to build on for more success. As you jump into a campaign, just an overall strategy is, my goal is to break even. If you can break even, we can jump into the other 3 tactics that are gonna be super helpful for you. It's gonna help boost you to that next level. That is super key. Stick around to the very end, and I'm going to share with you the one thing that you need to have in place that almost always is going to make your Facebook ad campaign profitable. All right, so number 2 here is average order value, or AOV. How much do ad costs are only part of the picture. One of the most successful e-commerce brands that we've ever worked with is spending, let's just say they're spending $400 or $500 a day. Maybe they spend $1,000 a day. Doesn't matter. The point is they're getting $20 to $30 purchase, which you may be saying, oh, I want purchases for less, which is true. You want to drop the cost of that, and we'll talk about that later. But what you really want to do is say, if I'm going to get a $20 purchase, how can I increase that average order value from a $50 purchase to a $60, $70, $80 purchase? Because if you can do that, I'll spend $20 and make 4 times my money all day. But what most people have is a $50 or a $45 average order value. So they spend $20 to get a $40 purchase. So they've doubled their money, but they have their cost of goods, they have all the taxes, they have shipping, and then they break even. Which, remember, that is goal number 1, but no, goal number 2 is to increase the average order value. If you can do this, if you can take those $20 or $30 purchases, which is average for Facebook, and you can increase that value to $70, $80, maybe $100, then you become very profitable. And what's most important about profit, it allows you to scale. We're gonna insert some kind of like scale.
Ticks.
Scale. There we go. All right, number 3 is to test creative. Facebook is so smart. Like literally mind-boggling. Is it boggling or bottling? I feel like it's boggling. Some people say bottling, which is kind of confusing. Side note. But it can almost always find the right audience. But what it needs to continue to deliver your ads to the right people is great, what we call thumb-stopping content. If it's not got good creative, then it's not going to stop the scroll. If it doesn't stop the scroll, Facebook's not going to show it. So number 3 is to test creative. As you can see here, there is multiple pictures here. So this is the ad campaign we're running for one of our ads. This is for those e-com store owners. We have different things we're testing. We have e-commerce video, we have a different image. This is ice cream, completely unrelated, but I'm testing it anyway. Selfie of me running, a mountain, an actual graphic, another graphic. We're testing all of these things so that we can give Facebook as much information as possible on which data points will work. And what we do with this is we just want people to stop the scroll. It doesn't even have to necessarily do with the ad. The whole goal for this is to get them to stop the scroll. Now, if you're a clothing brand, e-commerce brand, it's a little bit different for you. I want you to have a really strong contrasting image. If you're selling this shirt, I want it to be against a clear background. I want it to have really, really good colors, and I want it to pop. What happens at that point is if you test creative and Facebook chooses this picture, the one we took right here, picture of us as the creative, and it picks it as a winner, I want you to throw it into a new campaign and just run an ad against that photo. What that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to win. Because if you are able to pick the creative that Facebook already knows is a good ad, and you're able to show this in front of the right people, it is only going to work even better. As a side note, when you are setting up Facebook ad campaigns, always do a purchase conversion campaign. So when you're setting up your campaigns for Facebook ads, make sure that it's a purchase conversion campaign. Do not do view content, don't do add to cart, don't do anything like that. focus on purchase. That's what you want Facebook to do. All right, so number 4, I've talked about this before, and if you've watched any of our videos, you know that we say email is the sexy, unsexy, but it is super sexy when you're talking about growing your business. And I will tell you that you will use email every single time because you know that email makes the money. So for Facebook ads to be successful, you need to put in email marketing, because it's no longer a matter of just Facebook data, it's a matter of email data. So Facebook and iOS 14.5 is rolling out, you're gonna get less data. And what Facebook's job is to get you in front of the right people. Your job is to test creative, get people to stop. But then what you need to get people to do is to purchase. And for you to get people to purchase, you need to continue to incentivize them. The cheapest way, the most effective way, and the unsexy way to get in front of people is through email. So when you get a pop-up on your website and they put in your email address, I want you to send them an email. I want you to welcome them. I want you to warm them up to your brand and start doing upsells. I want you to start showing products. I want you to be in front of them 2 to 3 times per week, because once Facebook shows people who you are and they engage with you and give you an email address or give you their phone number, your job at that point is to continuously be in front of them, providing value and giving advice, and also showing them, hey, this is the next outfit you should be wearing, this is the next hat you should buy, these are the next watches you should collect. These things are what you need to have in front of the right people. And when you do this, it's going to increase your average order value, it's going to increase the lifetime value of your customer, and more importantly, you'll be able to upload that list to Facebook and say, Facebook, these are people who purchased, they purchased a lot. I want you to go and find other people like these so that I can continue to run ads. And then you go back all the way through the 4 parts of this process, try to break even, then get the ad creative going, then testing email, and it becomes a cycle where you become a very profitable business. And that's where you can start to scale. So if you like the video like this and you're trying to figure out how do I increase average order value to make my ads successful, we have a video somewhere around over here that I just recorded, and it's gonna be super helpful for you to increase the average order value for every single purchase that you get on your website. All right, if you liked this video, yeah, then you're going to love this video on how to increase the average order value that I just mentioned. Here's another opportunity. Click this button somewhere over here to go watch that next video, increasing your average order value. Thanks guys so much, and we'll check you out on the next video.